Hey, this is the Entertainment Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is a topic of, is James Cameron overrated? So, as we are all aware, anyone who follows films, even those who are not who do not follow films, um, we are all aware that James Cameron is considered a legend among filmmakers. And when it comes to James Cameron, you know, how good of a filmmaker he is, even when you get past things like, personal preference and speaking from our objective perspective, the question, of course, is he one of the greatest filmmakers of all time? The simple answer to that question, believe it or not, to get straight to, of course, the question you want to have answered, simply put it, the question of, is he overrated, which is the title of the video, as with him being considered one of the greatest filmmakers of all time? Simply put it, yes. I definitely believe James Cameron is overrated. Okay? Now, I'm certain there's some things he did, of course, too, to be fair, that are good and innovative, to a certain extent as a filmmaker. But the truth of the matter is, once you get past some of the good ideas you might have come up with, which, let's be honest, anyone can come up with a good idea anyway, for that matter, okay? But when, of course, it comes to the idea of, like, did he do anything revolutionary that changed filmmaking forever and that laid the blueprints for being the way it is now, in honesty? Like, for example, did he help start new trends, like trends for certain themes in movies? Or maybe it could be something else, like, obviously another one could obviously be like the quality of how well his films are written, like obviously making sure it's not plot holes and all that type of stuff in it, to maybe just other things as well. Like to sum it up, did he do anything that changed filmmaking forever? The simple answer to that question, looking at his catalog, to put it bluntly, no. Okay, he hasn't done anything that's truly been revolutionary or amazing. I'm certain he has made some good movies. Like, he obviously helped make a movie or a few for the Alien series. He also, of course, made a few what was it again? Obviously the series with Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Terminator, in honesty, and a few other major movies, like obviously Titanic and so on and so forth, that are considered, great movies in honesty. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes to him as a filmmaker, when you look at how many films he's made, not only is the number of films he made quite limited, you also just realize, is any of those movies truly anything revolutionary? Like, what have those movies ever, done that has changed filmmaking forever? Once you get past maybe personal preference or anything, like, what have they really done? Did they start a trend for a new type of movie trend? Like a new theme, like I was saying before earlier in the video? Did it do anything like for example, did he introduce something that's like any new technology that changed filmmaking forever? Like, for example, you obviously have some filmmakers who helped pretty much popularize 3D movies and stuff. That's an example of what I mean here, or just anything revolutionary, like just anything like that truly changed movies forever. When you look at all the movies he's made and look him up, there hasn't been anything that's truly that amazing or memorable about him, in honesty. To be honest with you, he makes movies every few years. He's not consistently making movies, so nothing he makes is really anything, to be quite blunt and honest with you. That with that amount of time he's created seem to really be as amazing as you imagine it to be. Like, to sum it up in general, he's just okay. There's nothing amazing about him, in honesty. He just hasn't really done anything really that great, in honesty. He's made good movies, but nothing innovative, and that's what I mean by the topic of, like, is he overrated or not? To be quite honest with you, okay? And as the truth, I just haven't seen anything that's shown that he's anything that amazing or anything that matter. He's made some good movies, but there's nothing when it comes to his film career that's truly changed movies forever, for that matter. I know people are going to bring up, well, what about Avatar and the 3D, and the type of stuff? Yes, Avatar might have been somewhat revolutionary. The first ones, especially when it came out, some of the technology and stuff was a bit revolutionary. But even then, he didn't create it. 3D movies were around for quite some time. Okay, IMAX was was around for some time as well too. So there's a lot of things that even that movie achieved that was normal, in all honesty. And even when you watch those movies, they're kind of boring from what I've heard people say. So that's what I'm trying to get across here. Like, it just hasn't done anything really all that amazing or revolutionary for that matter. Not to mention its film catalog is just limited, to be quite blunt and honest with you, okay? And that's the honest truth of the matter. Not to mention, of course, the biggest one, of course, obviously, everyone's gonna know, is the controversies that get caught up in, which obviously, he's not. In all honesty, to be quite honest with you, like I was saying before, the controversy he was caught up in, obviously, the biggest one, of course, that he's a bit of a dick. He doesn't treat the people he works with very well. He shouts at them for everything. To be quite blunt and honest with you, just the truth of the matter is, that obviously doesn't help. He is known for being quite aggressive, and that's absolutely a terrible tactic. Okay, he is known for being one of those type of filmmakers who, if you make a mistake, he gets super pissed. And the truth of the matter is, that's not a very good trait to have. In all honesty, it's normal for people to make mistakes, and anyone who's truly a good teacher will teach you how to do things properly without getting angry. Because sometimes, well, not even sometimes, most times, teachers who have to rely on getting angry, for that matter, which he's kind of a teacher in a sense, of course, as a filmmaker, he's teaching people who work on his films to do things. If you're a good teacher or something, let alone a good, maybe someone in a position of power who's doing something, you obviously know that you, in all honesty, have to find the best ways to explain things. And the people who are most punished the most are the ones who are terrible at explaining things. You have to know how to make good quality movies and not be or any skill for that matter, not be a dick about it. And I heard he's a bit of a dick, and that's why some people hate him so much. In all honesty, to put it bluntly, like I was saying before, and that's the truth about him. And even when you watch the movies, is there anything that enjoyable about them? In all honesty, let's be honest, a lot of the movies you watch for him not only tend to be very long, pretty much, especially in recent decades, when you look at the movies he's made in recent decades, they're all easily over 3 hours long, at the very minimum 2 hours long. And when you watch those movies, is there anything truly that innovative or interesting to watch? Because a lot of movies he makes are actually, from what I've heard a lot of people say, are actually snooze fests. Even a Titanic, when he was kind of in more of his prime as a good filmmaker, it was kind of a snooze fest for, I heard, a lot of people. A lot of people slept for it, not to mention it was quite a long movie. And the Avatar movies he's made in recent times are not really the greatest either. A lot of his movies are just kind of boring, so he puts all this pressure on people to do this and do this and do this and do that properly, and you just watch the movies and they're overly long and they're kind of boring, in all honesty, to be quite honest with you. So in short, to answer your question, I don't think he's a amazing filmmaker. I'm not saying he's not a good one, but even when you look at the stuff objectively, from the fact that he's had a very limited catalog compared to a lot of the other great filmmakers of all time, to be honest with you, secondly, he hasn't done anything really innovative that has changed movies forever, for that matter. To, of course, the third one, a lot of his movies are not overly interesting to watch, from what I've heard a lot of people say. And of course, this is part of the skill of filmmaking, is to make something as many people can agree that they like to watch. And of course, a bonus one, not one of the main points, but a bonus one, is that he's a bit of an asshole to the people who work with him, as well as a bonus, which is not a good sign at all, for that matter. It makes you realize he's not amazing, and that's the honest truth of the matter. I'm not saying he's terrible, but he's just okay. He's not amazing. He's not anything revolutionary. He's just okay, decent of a filmmaker, okay? And that's the truth of the matter. He's not, I don't say he's shit, but he's not anything as amazing as some people hype him up to be. He's just an okay filmmaker. And that is the honest truth of what I feel about James Cameron. And the truth of the matter is, if there's a message to get from this video, aside from, of course, just satisfying your curiosity, the truth of the matter is, it just shows you that just because people hype people up as being amazing and this and that, doesn't necessarily mean they're as great as people make them out to be. Because the truth of the matter about James Cameron is that he's just focused on being the best. He's just okay, and nothing he makes is as amazing as people made it out to be. And he hasn't done anything innovative that has truly changed the movie. So in short, the message of this video is, aside from of course just satisfying your curiosity, is don't hype people up. And that's all I have to say, and simply put, I'm out. So bye.